Hi everyone. Today I welcome you in quadratic equations session number 2. In this session we will be learning solution of quadratic equation. Solution. I hope in the last session you got it what is solution. Solution means the value which satisfies the given equation. That's it. It's a so simple concept. If I put that value in place of x, it will give us zero answer. Isn't it? So that's a solution. We will learn this time how to solve the quadratic equation, how to find the value of x when we get a quadratic equation. That's it. Like a linear equation, there are a few methods of solving. In linear equation, we have learned something graphical method, maybe elimination method, maybe cross multiplication method, substitution method. So there are multiple methods of solving linear equation. In the same way, quadratic equation also has got a method to solve. There are two methods of solving quadratic equation. One is factorization and second is formula method, quadratic formula method. Only two methods. Once we learn these two methods, that's it. Topic is done. That's it. Okay. But basic method, as like in linear equation, we have seen the basic method is elimination method. Here, the basic method is factorization method. Got it? So let's learn the factorization method today, and that's the first page you can see here. I have chosen three equations. Let us check first of all they are quadratic or no. Okay, yes, they are quadratic. All are quadratic. I hope you understand that. Now, I'll solve these three equations using factorization method. Exactly what does it mean? It's so simple concept. Factorize the given polynomial. That's it. Finished. Answer is done. How can I factorize this? You will easily say splitting the middle term, right? I'll do that. 6 to be split to get 5 as a sum. 6 to be factorized to get 5 as sum. So 3 into 2. 3 plus 2, 5, 3 into 2 is 6. Yes, exactly correct. So I get x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equals to 0. Hope you know this concept. X taken common, x plus 3 plus 2 taken common, x plus 3 is equals to 0. X plus 3 common, x plus 2 left is equals to 0. Right? Now what to do? Then we can go for understanding what does exactly this mean. Let us understand that. Product of any two number is 0. What exactly do we mean by product of any two number is 0? What does it mean? Let's understand that. Okay. See, some number into some number is equals to 0. When it is possible? This is possible only when either this number is 0 or this number is 0. Any one out of these two number is 0, then only the product is going to be 0. I hope you are understanding and I am correct here. Right? So, what I understand, if product of these two number is 0, that means either this is going to be 0 or this is going to be 0. Right? So, I get x plus 3 is equals to 0 or x plus 2 is equals to 0. This gives me x value, x is equals to minus 3, right? Or x is equals to minus 2. And that's it. Done the quadratic equation. Hope you understand it. So simple. It's the same concept like last year's polynomial. Same concept as it is. Over there we used to call it as roots. Here we are going to call it as solutions. That's it. No difference at all. I hope you understand. You may put the value of x is equals to minus 3 into the equation and check whether you get 0 answer or no. You can try that. Okay? Till then, I can go for the next one. Second question. Even this I have to solve by factorization only. All the questions I am solving by factorization. But factorization is of three categories. So those three categories are seen here on the board. Got it? Second category, here the last term is missing. This term is missing. So I don't have to add that term. I don't have to take that term. Rather, I have to learn how to factorize such question. So how can you factorize? Can you guess? Guess it, I am waiting for you. Okay, guessed? Then let me check whether you guessed it correct or no. Here it's a very simple concept. Take common. X can be taken common, right? Which was not possible here and even not possible in the third question. X, if I take common, I'm left with 4x minus 7 is equals to 0. So again, I get this as a product of two number is 0. Got the point? Product of two number is 0. If product of two number is 0, then what do I understand? Either x is equals to 0 or 4x minus 7 is equals to 0. Hope you understand. Either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Finished. That's it. Then x is equal to 0 is one answer. And 4x minus 7 gives me x is equals to 7 by 4. Hope you understand. That's it. So simple concept, isn't it? Let's go for the next one. Here middle term is missing. You can see this term is missing. If middle term is missing, then what to do for such question? Can you guess for this as well? Did you guess it? No? Okay. Then I'll tell you. So simple concept. It is looking like x square minus 3 square. So what is it then? It is x plus 3 and x minus 3 is equals to 0. Right? Correct. So I get again the product of two number is 0. What does it mean? X plus 3 is equals to 0 or x minus 3 is equals to 0. I get x is equals to minus 3 or x is equals to 3 and that's the answer. That's it. This is the quadratic equation what you want to complete today. So simple concept, easy, yeah, difficult. Easy, right? But what if in the same category of the last one, what if I get something like x square, let me change the color. If I get x square minus 3, which is not a perfect square. See, 9 was a perfect square, that's the reason I took it as a 3 square. Correct. Here is not a perfect square, then how can I solve this kind of question? This can be solved by using x square minus root 3 the whole square is equals to 0. Right, so I get x plus root 3 into x minus root 3 is equals to 0 and that's it. Done? Got the point? Hope you understand. Continue. Solve it properly. This is about question A. So I hope you all have understood how to solve question A. Complete it all by yourself and wait for the answers. I purposely do not solve all the questions because I want you to try the questions. And of course, at the end of the day, I am going to send you the solution so you can verify it or learn it from there. Got it? Got the point? I hope you can do this. It's a simple thing, same concept at what we have learned till this time. Clear to you everyone? Got it? So that I can go for the next one. Can I go for the next one? Come on. Let me go for question number B, which you have to solve today. So from question B, today you will be solving very few questions. So I'll write that. It's not all the questions you are solving. I'll write here in the video 1, 2, 3 of course, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 you are not going to solve. So 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. You have to solve these questions only today. And of course, question A as well. Okay? So hope you are ready for this. So first of all, understand. See, when you see this worksheet, I request everyone, whenever you sit for the video, keep the worksheet in front of you so that you understand what exactly your target is. Okay? So when you see this question B, isn't it, you will find it's the same thing that is in question A. Then what is the difference? Why I am teaching it then? I'll tell you what is the problem. I'll write the equation first. The first one says that you have to solve this quadratic equation. x square plus 18x minus 208 is equals to 0. X square plus 18x minus 208 is equals to 0. Okay. Yes, that's it. I have to solve this. Or maybe second question, I'll take some difficult question I'll go for. Like third one. It is 11x square minus 26x minus 21 is equals to 0. Okay. So what is the problem in these equations? What is the issue? What is the matter here? It's simple, not difficult at all. Easy. But the problem is with the numbers. Isn't it? You'll find these numbers are really very big numbers. So when I'm factorizing minus 208 to factorize so that I get 18 as a sum or maybe subtraction. Here it is subtraction. How to understand this? How to split 208? These are the issues that what you normally face. Believe me, if you are not able to factorize, then quadratic equation topic ही भूल जाओ. You have to learn this concept. In this topic, there is nothing other than factorizing. Nothing other than factorizing. If you know factorizing, be happy because this is topic only made for you. Only made for you. Got it? But those who cannot do factorization, don't worry. We are learning everything. We are learning everything. Still, if you're not able to do, I'll send another video, another practice questions so that you can practice from there and get it done. Do not worry. Do not worry at all. Because I want each and everyone to understand this factorization. So let's get started. So how can you crack such kind of difficult questions, such a heavy questions like 208 and all? Believe me, it is so simple number in fact compared to other numbers. So simple number. Let's see. So first of all, I will just avoid this question. Later on, I can erase that part. Here, I'll do some rough work. To get or to split this 208 or to factorize 208, what I can do is, as I know, I'll go for prime factorization. Okay, go for prime factorization. So, 2 1s are 0s are 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 2 2s are 4, 2 6s are 12, 2 13s are and 13 1s are. So these are the factors. What I understand, multiplication of 13 to 2 to 2, matlab 4 times 2 is going to give me 208. Right? If I multiply this all, I'm going to get 208. Right? So simple concept. So what I can do, I can randomly choose some groups like this way and this way, randomly chosen. Anything. This gives me 8. 2 into 2 into 2 and this gives me 26. Randomly chosen numbers, right? What is 26 plus 8 or minus 8? Here it is subtraction, so minus 8. What is 26 minus 8? Check karo 26 minus 8. 16 minus 8 is 8, 1 carry and 18. That's it. I got the answer. Fortunately, I got in the first group itself. Imagine you did not get that. Because randomly chosen group is different. Sorry. Okay, now it's correct. Randomly chosen group, you chose this first and then this. It was 2 into 2 into 2 into 16 and ye 13 ho gaya. So 16 minus 13, what do you understand? We understand it is very less. Dekh lo, 16 minus 13 is 3. Very less. So it's wrong. So go for the next one. Next is what? We can split the group. So I can take 3 2s and 2 I'll shift in 13 and that was the correct answer. Hope you got it. So I got the number as 26 and 8. Got it. Minus sign I have to give to one of the term. So which one will get the minus sign? 26 or 8? It's 8. Right? Exactly correct because 18 has got a positive sign. So greater number sign should be positive. So here it is. I get the solution in this manner. X square plus 26x minus 8x minus 208 is equals to 0. I can take things common from this. X common, x plus 26. And don't worry for this one. Minus 8 common, right? And whatever is here, the same thing you are going to get if your factors are correct. If this is correct. So don't worry for it. So it is x plus 26 is equals to 0. Got the point? So whatever is there in the bracket, the same thing you should get here. Okay, and accordingly you can take things common. So what do I get here now? X plus 26, and here x minus 8 is equals to 0. So therefore, because again I got it, product of two number is 0. I get x is equals to minus 26 or x is equals to 8, and that's it. Got the point? Understood? Hope you're getting it. So I'll just erase everything now. Now think of this part. This one. Till this time, whatever the coefficient of x square was, it was 1. But here it is not 1, it is 11. Hope you know what to do. Product should be taken as a product of these two numbers. Right now? So I have to choose minus 11 into 21 to split to get minus 26. I am purposely not multiplying this because it's of no use multiplying it. As it is, I have to factorize it. Why should I multiply then? Right? So I'll factorize it. 11 into 21 looks a very big number. Right? I'll just write 11 into 21. If you want to multiply and keep it there. No problem. So 11 21s are. Right now? 7 3s are and 3 1s are. That's it. 11 and 21 can be the factors here. 11 and 21. Check kar lo. 11 and 21. So 11 and 21 is not going to give me subtraction as 26. Isn't it? Or addition even. No. Right? So I have to split it. Splitting means what? What I can do here, tell me. I can go for 77 and 3. 11 into 7, 77 and 3. Don't you think it's quite a big number? So even this is not possible. So I can go for 11 into 3 as in one group and 7 in another group. So 11 into 3 kitna hota hai? 33 and 7. Check kar lo. Yes, that was the actually final option. There was no other option than this. So 13 minus 7 is what? 13 minus 7, 6. 1 carry, 26. That's it. I got the answer. Right? I'll just erase the factorization. What was the number? 33 and 7. Sign I have to give. Which should be having negative sign. Yes, exactly. Minus 33 because this has got a minus sign. So again, I'll tell you how can we go for this answer. It's so simple thing. 11x square minus 33x plus 7x minus 21 is equals to 0. Take things common from this two. Surely 11 is common, x is common. What is left here? X is left, minus 11 3 is 33, 3 left, plus 7 is left, 7 is common, x minus 3 is equals to 0. I get 11x plus 7 and x minus 3 is equals to 0. Correct? So what do I get here? X is equals to minus 7 by 11 and x is equals to 3. That's it. That's it. So I taught you all the answers, all the questions now. Okay. Only maybe मुझे लगता है 13th can be a bit difficult for you. 13th one. Okay. So I'll explain you the 13th question. All other questions which are written here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all these you have to solve. Okay. Try. I'm not keeping because I'm not able to solve. Try these questions. Okay. There is a mistake in the 12th question. 12th question there is a mistake. I'm writing the 12th question on the board here. It is x square minus 3x plus 300 is equals to 0. Make sure you make the required change. It's 3 written there. It should be 3x. Okay. So make sure you write that. You complete it. 13th one, as I promised, I'll solve it. 13th one. What is 13th question? 13th one is 5x square minus 17 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equals to 0. So the problem why this looks difficult because of the fraction. So what can I do? Simple. Multiply by 2. If you multiply by 2, what do I get? This I get 10x square minus 2 get cancelled minus 17x 2 to get cancelled, plus 3 is equals to 0 into 2 is 0 again. Finished. That's it. I got my equation. I have to solve this. So 10 into 3, 30 to split to get minus 17. I don't have to factorize because I know 30 is simple number. 15 into 2. So minus 17. Got it? So 10x square minus 15x minus 2x minus plus 3 is equals to 0. Taking common. What can I take common? 5x. Right? So I'm left with 5x minus 3. Minus 1 can be taken common. Oh, sorry, 5x, no, 2x. 2x, sorry. Minus 1 can be taken common, so I get 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. I get 5x minus 1 and 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So I get x is equals to 1 by 5 or x is equals to 3 by 2, and that's the answer. That's the answer. Got the point? Hope you understand. Got it. Chalo, come on now. You can sit, complete this solution factorization question. We have so many things to complete of factorization method. Till then, learn this at any cost. Today is a time for learning factorization. Okay, so keep it as a mission, keep it as a task, take it as a task and solve it and try learning it. Okay, for any doubt, you can call me. Fine. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.